Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
达林不见了啊，达林下落不明。
I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You were right to shut it down.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I am still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were.
Yeah.
We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me? It's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
No.
Which it all was, of course.
官方吐槽。
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
you. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily. I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily.
There haven't
Not
been
even
any
as a
sightings of
joke.
the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding inside? It's possible.
Any luck finding the armory?
None. Looks like it got shifted.
I heard you closed the Hiss portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. And if we could just flush out the stragglers.
So, what's next for Simon Arish?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously, though?
好美丽哦。
Protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau. Fuck it. The entire fucking world without some serious oversight.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working in the shadows for too long.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this. What are your thoughts on me serving as director?
Well, I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but... Well, you pulled us back from the brink, so... Well, I'm honored to serve, man. I mean, fuck, shit. Faden. Sorry.
He'll get it one day. So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Well, Salvador never did, but, I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever gonna end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
But thank Christ for that.
Marshall's been missing for a while now.
对啊，
Any ideas where she could be?
他去哪？
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Whew, Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself, if that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks. Hopefully she turns up. I'll see you later.
You know where I'll be.
看一下那个啊， 然后不想理他。最近马修在那边。
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it. No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
DLC 1。
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
太大了吧！路上还有电呢。
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
.那个沙子是跟楼上那个是一样的吗？
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hit.
哎，为什么他说可以用 hotline？ Why？
I only heard of the foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place.
哦，他有可能在这边哦。
But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
真的假的？这只有死人才可以用 hotline。
So the hiss found their way down here too, huh?
啊，掉下去了，死了。怎么会飞不过去嘞？那还蛮不差那点东西的。我有一种不祥的预感。再见。不是只有我能下来吗？为什么你们都在这边？妈，搞什么东西？呵呵。啊妈，下面没做。再见。
The Hiss are using pickaxes now.
这么厉害！我上去吗？上不去。看看，谢谢啦，上不去。大家一起看。到这一条路还好，一本道可以。 打掉吗？好哦，好哦。哇，这看起来真的很像大会耶，朋友。
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
这让我想到第一次那个，见到大会的时候。那是大会的怪物诶，新界怪物诶。好，掉下去了，气死我了。这上面是什么？看一下。我觉得我上不去，上不去，谢谢。
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
上不去，那我好想去那边哦。
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
我觉得他应该死了。这 DLC 有在，我觉得有点在随便乱做哦。
Whoa. This place is huge.
亘古之物也他妈太大了吧
Can you hear me?
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
太多了。汤姆是那个汤姆吗？啊哈，
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous.
但是前面那些人没有能力就对了。哦。好久没来了。
Only choose one. I thought I was done with these tests.
那个吧，已经刚好，跟你讲。啊，不能再拿一发。这是新能力，对不对？ 啊吼！哇，大会真的好大哦！你看，看不到呢。 上面有什么吗？哎，没有什么。我知道啊。我觉得这边可以直接过去，因为有浮空点超多的。你看是不是很快？
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the Bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple. Ish. You with me?
啊，可过不去啊！我过不去欸，朋友。下面是死，只有一条，妈加油！又要解谜了吗？到下开始哦。哦，我觉得这样绕过去真的好远哦。什么仪式？不懂。看一下，它柱子蛮大的诶。它是特意去盖的吗？还是怎么样？
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
"28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house."
他们是先锋队啊。哦，我有问题，他
Per
凭
orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. Like the obedient head of research Father radiated.
大家一起看。啊，局长真的是屁事一堆。我觉得如果他暂停的时候可以继续动就好，会省一点时间。我们可以看一些文件啊什么的。哦，地道就上面这一圈，淡色的这一圈，可以。Let's get 啊！现在录多久？38分钟，可以。我看到还要跳黄色那边。So high。诺斯莫尔是第一代，对不对？这边越来越玄乎咯，现在变这样。哈哈，哦，等一下有一场二战，是不是？哇，最讨厌漂浮怪了，气死我，很难打。哇哦！ 对，这样要干嘛？我就有点不明所以呢。
That damn gun. Faith. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
哦，绕一圈出来了。啊！吓死我！不然又要重来。先看一下能量盒。哦，原来那个东西叫做非亚里多德式电子。嗯哼。
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
这很正常，就是那个啊，正常人想法啊。
days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its
电池的来
base.
源。
Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
.这是初代把他们锁起来吗？ 对，这个马修真的已经死了。等一下哦，明明之前他还在的。
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. And he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
我觉得最后一个要打马修呢。哎，没来过吗？哇，他砍得很凶欸，这位朋友。哇哦！对啊，没有电池。 完蛋，从哪一边？它海穴是有第4层的嘛？气死我了！啊，怎么上去？啊，也上不去啊！你看他不给我上去。You see that？ 啊。
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. Claims there are more in the house. Though I don't see how he's so certain.
我再重跑一次。我在想要怎么射掉那个，我就只能用榴弹欸。那还是可以顺赢。走这边。我知道了。啊？哦，打掉，那还有多少？好像可以传送。甚至1楼也有啊，我们可以去1楼看一下。里面都没有，应该是外墙啦。
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore. Her orders. Me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that off pillar for Northmore Command.
It doesn't work。我来 Google 一下。哦 ，DLC 1。看一下哦。啊，打3个。那我先到1楼好了。直接用传送的。哦，已经到了是太像啦，朋友们。然后第一个在进去之前，然后右边高处，哎，这边也有。好像说进去之后，第二个传一堆箱子后面。好，我已经打掉啦。 我可以把他叫上来。这叫裂缝。哎，我这样也可以啊。算了，没差，因为其实还是要弄掉。哦，好恶哦！懂是什么意思啊？
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
啊，不是，还好我不死。他刚是瞬间移动了。是卡 bug 啦。 哎，我卡 bug 了啦！明明就有一只怪。重来。